Hi, and welcome to this tutorial that is going to show how, as an instructor, to get started with digital course materials such as ebooks or online labs. First, we will sign into Blackboard and locate our course. Now, inside of a Blackboard course, if you have not added any elements, you will find the Tools link, and then this will be the welcome screen for you and your students. So we want to get started by going to Academic Digital Resources, and that's the same link that your students will use to later purchase and view the digital course materials. So here we have just a few steps that will inform us about the basics of digital course materials. It would be best to get started by simply exploring what ebooks are available. And you can do that by clicking on this Explore link, and that's going to take you directly into the VitalSource system. Now, as an example, we're going to look for American literature, and here we have a number of titles available. We can go ahead and make our selection. Once we know the textbook that we would like to assign, we would use the Verba collect system. Now, this system allows us to order a book, to inform the bookstore, and then to communicate to students what textbook they need to get. Let's take a quick look at how this looks from a student perspective. So we'll go ahead and switch to a student view. We'll click on a similar tools menu and the academic digital resources. Now here the students see a big green button that says My Academic Digital Resources, and as they click on that, they see the consumer end of the Verba system and the consumer end of the VitalSource system. So notice that this student has 9 courses assigned, about 12 different materials to choose from. And so as the student is looking through the materials, it shows them all the courses that they are assigned, and they can click on Compare and Purchase, which in turn allows them to look at the prices not just at the local bookstore, but also across various internet sources. Now, once they make a purchase, they will be able to read and launch the courseware from the same interface. So let's go back to our view as faculty. So we may want to take a little bit of time to get familiar with some details. For example, what are our options as far as adopting digital course materials? Open educational resources are worth a few minutes of consideration. But then, inclusive access textbooks are yet a very interesting direction that publishers, as well as the bookstore, and most of all, students benefit from. When resources are purchased in bulk, the prices typically can be negotiated, and there are some academic benefits to having the textbooks be available from day one without students having to do a specific purchase. So we invite you to take a look at this tutorial for some of the details. Well, thank you for your attention, and please remember that you can always contact the UIC bookstore. The bookstore will be more than happy to help you with the selection of a digital resource and then the various steps of adoption. And finally, please remember to include in your syllabus the ISBN and the details of the textbook that you are adopting, especially when it comes to purchases. Please let your students know if a used textbook can be adopted. Sometimes a rental is possible even through vendors like Amazon, but sometimes working with vendors like Pearson or Centage, it might be necessary to make a purchase because these textbooks come with online labs and resources that require a software license. So please make good use of the syllabus to communicate those details with your students. Thank you.